Rashod looks like you on dark mode, I think.
Damn.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Just another Microsoft product.
Shit. Godly.
No, you guys.
He is an attractive man. You're right.
He is.
You're right.
He used to make fun of himself for being ugly. I'm like, you're like an open mic 9, dude.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Addy Herman.
If it's Tavern, who's with me? Let's make some noise tonight, huh? Welcome to Quik Draw Comedy, a show about redemption. In this rampant era of cancel culture, we offer you a second chance. Let's make it loud for my co-host, the executioner, Clem Jameson. Clem is the producer of this show, a great comedian, and also the founder of a little outfit called Low Gear Comedy, the production powerhouse that is taking over the Omaha comedy scene. Book him for your special tapings, podcasts, bar mitzvahs. He does it all, man. It's absolutely great to be here. Who's ready to start this week right with Quik Draw Comedy, huh? Tonight, comedians will have not one but two opportunities to perform stand-up comedy, followed by an on-stage interview with our white cis male panel. Let's hear it for diversity in Omaha, huh? Just a bunch of honkies out here, man. It's crazy. Comedians, you will have 2 minutes to make us laugh. At 2 minutes, when you hear this sound, wrap it up, because when you hear this sound, you're done. Go ahead, put the mic in the stand, move on for the next comedian. Don't worry, we have a second chance for you. All right, let's get this show going. On deck, we have, Carter Heights. But coming to stage right now, make it loud for Tychus Gans.
Hi, people. How we doing? Nice. Anybody in here got tattoos? Any tattoo people? Yeah, dude, not me. Could you tell? I don't think I'll ever get a tattoo, but if I ever do, I'll just get the word gullible tattooed across my forehead. That way, whenever anyone walks up to me and asks, hey, why's the word gullible written on your forehead? I can go, nice try. And then they would think about that interaction every day for the rest of their life, and I consider that a gift. I've noticed recently that I don't care about car alarms. Like, one will go off and I'll look for maybe half a second and then I'll just carry on as if nothing happened. I'm pretty sure if I was in a parking lot at night, I heard a car alarm go off, I looked over, I saw a man dressed in all black with a ski mask and a crowbar trying to get in, I'd be like, probably just locked his keys in his car, actually. Been there. One thing I do care about, though, is I love names. I feel like you can learn a lot from them. Like, you ever hear a name and think, that came with some built-in trauma? Like, if I ever meet a dude named Gay, my first thought is, so middle school was pretty rough? Yeah. Meet a woman named Chastity, I'm like, so your parents just didn't care about you at all. I'm so sorry. That's rough. Like I said, my name is Tychus. It's a pretty unique name, but my parents gave me and all my siblings pretty unique names. I have two sisters. Their names are Kyra and Micaiah. And I have a brother, and his name is Robert. I think they might have forgot something. My parents' names are Ron and Rhonda, so go ahead and guess which kid's their favorite. All right, that's what I got for you for right now, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, the heavens have spoken. All right. On deck, we have Dave Kilbride, but coming to the stage right now, Carter Heights.
My name's Carter, and I was born in England. Fun facts about England is they didn't discover Australia. They just named it. Now, turns out they had natives too. And bad news, white people, the natives weren't white. They were about as black as they come. I was just hoping for just like one place to conquer that had some good old-fashioned whites. Couldn't even get it. You know, Australia is pretty cool because, like, it's beautiful. And I've forgotten everything right now. Eventually, they did leave. Australia kind of sucks because you can only live on the perimeter. The bats are the size of koalas. The spiders are the size of koalas. And the koalas have chlamydia. Like, let's just leave the criminals here with some penicillin and see if they figure it out. And they did. There's just a bunch of white people there now. Australia is just Hawaii for Europe. You know, just a bunch of white people saying stupid things like Ohana and Crikey. No, I was born in England in 1999, and I lived there for 6 years, which means I missed 9/11. Not bragging. But no, I did actually have to learn about 9/11 because I wasn't here. My first time remembering learning about it was when I was 12, and our teacher asked us where we were for 9/11, and England was not a popular answer. This kid came up to me and says, "You're not a real American because you weren't here for 9/11. It's like, dude, I was 2 and in England. What was I supposed to do? Grab my parents' and passport, like, Mom, Dad, Lower Manhattan needs a hero. Pete Davidson's dad just died. Thank you, guys. That's my time.
All right, on deck we have Austin Dolosky, but come to the stage right now. This is his first time on the Quik Draw stage. I want you to make him feel right at home. Dave Kilbride.
So I got this fancy new iWatch recently, and I was unaware that if you're sitting in a meeting with all of your coworkers and a woman sends you a picture of her vagina, by default it will display on the screen of the watch. Had to shoot a quick text back. Wrong number, Mom. My mom's name is Roxanne, which means she's one of the few people that hates the police more than black people. Roxanne. That joke's got a little sting in it. Huh? That joke does not work at colleges. Those kids don't like the police in any way, shape, or form. So my mom died recently, and I got an inheritance. I'm great at transitions, guys. Decided to buy a house. Now I have a very attractive neighbor. We were chatting in my backyard, and she's like, "How do you like the neighborhood?" I'm like, "You know what? It's safe and quiet. Plus, having a cute neighbor's nice." She's like, "Yeah, a cute neighbor would be nice." Her name is Stacy. She lives 2 houses down. In between us lives her parents. And I'm sorry to say that Stacy's mom does not indeed have it going on. She's actually a nosy bitch. That's a true story. I collect a lot of Lego. I recently picked up the Lego Space Shuttle. It's pretty cool. I just left it in a bunch of small pieces and called it the Challenger. See, I feel that joke goes over some people's heads, but it comes back down pretty quickly. About 73 seconds later, to be exact. Speaking of disasters in Florida, a friend of mine moved to Fort Myers, Florida. Every time we're having a blizzard, he loves to hit me with the text, "Hey man, 72 degrees here. Sure is nice being at the beach." Well, I hit him up with the text message last October. "Hey man, 72 degrees here. Sure is nice having a roof on my house." Haven't heard back from the guy. A gay friend of mine once took a day of vacation because he was worried about a snowstorm. It's the first time he's ever been afraid of 5 to 8 inches. It's a true story. Matt Lamb, great comic. Check him out. That's my first one. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Dave Kilbride coming in, killing in 2 minutes, man. Way to go, buddy.
I wish you talked about the Space Shuttle Columbia, because I got married the day that one blew up. True story.
2 disasters in one day, huh?
Oh, my wife's going to kill you for that one.
I'm sorry, Ashley. I'm sorry. All right, so on deck, we have Tate Myers. Coming to the stage right now, Austin Dolosky.
So my mom thinks it's weird that I started getting tattoos because as a kid I was terrified of needles, but really I just didn't want any more autism. I could already tell where I was at, but I don't know. I also had such a bad speech impediment that I had to go to special classes in elementary school, all through it, and now I do stand up as a hobby. So I don't know. People can change. I grew up non-religious, so the closest my family ever came to praising Jesus is when we beat the church crowd to the China buffet on Sundays. And since I wasn't religious, my friends whose families were kept trying to recruit me, and they convinced me to go to this youth group every Friday in middle school. And one week, the preacher's going over this sermon, going over the lyrics of AC/DC, because he really wanted to relate to his millennial youth. He's going over the lyrics, The Highway to Hell, and comes the line, "It doesn't matter because all my friends will already be there." And he says that may be true, but you'll never see him because you'll be too busy burning in agony. It really confused me because like the only reason they got me to come to these was because they had every single Guitar Hero and Rock Band game. Really sending some mixed messages, I don't know. So, tried to get my lactose intolerance under control recently, but I think I might have a adverse reaction to the medicine. Because after taking it before eating a pizza, I didn't not shit myself after eating the pizza, but instead puked all over the pizza. I don't know. I think I did it right, but Lactate and X-Lax do the same thing, right? No? Oh. I don't know. We'll try it again later. That's my time.
All right, on deck we have Rashod Vaughn closing up the first round. But coming to the stage right now, make it loud for Tate Myers.
Thank you. I'm a pretty big snacker at home. Anybody here problem snack? Yeah, like one person. You all do it. I know you all do it. I don't know if you're like me, though. I'm the kind of snacker where I open up the fridge at like midnight, and there's like 5 cheese sticks left, and I internalize. I'm like, well, I was planning on going to the store tomorrow anyway. Just eat the rest of them like a rational fat pig. That's the kind of snacker I am, you know? Like, it extends to ice cream. Ice cream's a big problem in the house. You know, like my wife and I like to try new flavors together, and we'll eat it like one night, and then I'll just finish the carton throughout the rest of the week. Because she just doesn't have a sweet tooth like I do, but I kill it. Every time. And she gives me shit too. When I come to bed, she'll be like, so how much ice cream did you eat without me? And I'll just be like, about 15 minutes, if I'm being honest with you. It's about an accurate measure for the ice cream. I'm even worse with candy. Have you ever ate so much candy that you have to rearrange the trash so that your wife doesn't see how much candy you ate the night before? You know? Because at least if I get caught doing that and my hands are in the trash, I can be like, oh, I'm just making room. I'm pushing it down, you know? Like, I feel just less shame being caught playing with the trash rather than trying to explain why there's 35 Starburst wrappers from the night before, you know? Just makes me feel better inside. I do it at work, too. I'm terrible at work. I used to work with this guy that would bring candy into the office, and I would do the same thing. I would just kill it when he was on his lunch break. But then I would just, like, put a paper towel on top of the trash. Like when he got back from lunch, he wasn't gonna notice the bowl was half empty. And at the same time, he was just gonna forget that we're the only 2 people that work in this office, you know? Where the hell else could it possibly go? All right, I don't have 10 seconds of material, so I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you very much.
Tate Myers finishing up his first Quik Draw set. That was his first time here at Quik Draw, everybody. That's sick. All right, so we are going to have our final comedian of the first round. You guys know him, you love him. He's got his mixtape on the way. Make it loud for Rashod Vaughn.
How you guys doing? I was gonna invite my cousin up here, but he told me that I'm white people funny, which I don't make no sense. He was like, "You white people funny." You're like, "Matt Rife gonna be there?" I'm like, "No." That motherfucker is funny. I'm like, he's white, and you think he's funny. So would that make me biracially funny? You know, my cousin, he's a little off like LeBron James' hairline. Like, because I remember one time he told me that he almost had sex with this girl, but he didn't because she has diseases. And I'm like, word? What disease she has? Oh, man, she got diabetes. I don't think you can catch diabetes by having sex. I think you'd be fine if you guys have sex, cause I think you'd be fine. But it's weird. I think at a certain age, I think women should stop asking dude for a dick pic, especially if you're trying to get to know him. Like I remember one time this girl, she got mad at me because I went out sent her a dick pic. I'm like, we're not in high school, so I'm not gonna do that. Like I'm not gonna pull out my gun unless I'm using it. So. So I'm like, if you want to see my gun, like, come over. So, and she was like, well, I want a preview. There's nothing wrong with having a preview. I'm like, I'm not giving you the fucking preview. Just come over. And then she was like, well, what if I don't want to come over? I'm like, well, it's your loss. Sorry, it's your loss. You heard Drake. Sorry, your loss. But anyway, I'll see you next time. Thank you.
Rashod Vaughn, ladies and gentlemen. He said you can't get diabetes from having sex. Not the way I do it.
You get a little bit of sticky stuff going on there, you can clearly get type 2 diabetes from sex. I'm just saying, you know.
Catch jaundice and Ebola, too, man. You get all kinds of stuff. Man, well, you know, I'd say this was a pretty fun first round. You guys had a good time so far? Let's hear it for all our comics. I think I know something that would liven this show up a little bit. I think we should get a third opinion. This guy right here, one of my favorite comics to work with. I started hanging out with him when I first got into the Omaha scene. He is now a part of the Brain Fog comedy brand that is sweeping Papillion by force. Make it loud for Brent Bradley. Welcome, Brent. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good. How are you gentlemen doing?
I'm great. I'm good because you're the first guest in history that has flipped that switch on correctly and talked into it.
I think that is true.
My way around a long black device.
I'll tell you what, man. You have earned yourself a Slim Jim. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, man. There will be Slim Jims for all the good boys and girls and non-binary people out there that behave tonight.
You know, I've been on this show now for 12 weeks, and I haven't been offered a Slim Jim once.
Well,
we've seen the last few episodes, so.
Yeah, man. Well, you keep it up. I'll offer you some meat later. It'll be good, man. We'll have fun. Man, well, Britt, I mean, you got any suggestions, any pointers for any of these comics coming up in their second round?
We should be funnier in the second round.
Okay, you guys heard it. One more time for Brent Bradley, everybody, And how about
you didn't realize I was just going to come on here and be a dick, did you?
Well, you know what? It's a nice change. It's good, you know? It's nice to get some testosterone on this stage, you know?
Nothing like saying being funnier and then having 5 seconds of silence directly after it. That's classic.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. Well, shit, we're going to go ahead and get our second round started. Comics will have 2 minutes to be funny. When I'm not going to do it, I promise. I promise I won't do it. I've been Mr. Mess Up the Queue with Clem lately. When you hear that sound, hurry up, because... Okay, man, you're done. But then, you know, keep the mic in the sand. We'll talk for a little bit. We'll speak to our favorite first responder in Omaha. Let's make it loud. On deck, we have Carter Heights. Coming to the stage right now for his second set, Tychus Gans.
Hi, people. Me again, Tychus. Probably already forgot my name, but that's all right. If you want help remembering it, it rhymes with ficus and also iridocyclitis, so that should be helpful. Just a little something about me. I don't smoke, I don't vape, I don't drink, I don't do drugs, and I was homeschooled. So, you know, I'm a ton of fun at parties. I'm kidding, guys. I don't get invited to parties. My brother recently started dating a Hispanic woman. Don't worry, it's relevant. I was hanging out with him the other day, and he got a call from her, and he picks up, he goes, "What's up, my pinto bean?" And after I heard that and finished throwing up in my mouth, I said to him, "I'm pretty sure that's a hate crime." And he goes, "No, she's fine with it." And I said, "Against me? What? Is it something you guys have?" She has her own, like, race-based food nickname for you, too. You walk in a room, she's like, "What you doing, my little saltine cracker? What's gonna happen if you guys have kids? Who's our little Tex-Mex? Who's our little Tex-Mex?" Wild, dude. Anybody in here with friends? You better say yes. That's your wife, right? Best friend. There you go, man. Friends are awesome because they can be there for you in your worst moment to help you through. And they can also say the most hurtful thing you've ever heard in your entire life on accident. Why do I bring that up? No reason. So I was talking to a friend recently, and I was kind of putting myself down. I was like, yeah, I'm kind of annoying. And in an effort to try and make me feel better, she goes, "No, you're not annoying. You're just Tychus." Which is to say, don't worry. It's not your fault. Being annoying is a fundamental part of who you are. So chin up, big guy. There's no hope for you. All right, that's what I got, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, Tychus Gans coming back with a good set. Man, how you feeling?
Feeling all right, you know. Not my best, not my worst, but I'm hanging in.
Man, what's been something very exciting that's happened to you in the last week?
Oh, gosh, dude. Well, last week, I can't even remember yesterday, dude.
And you say you're sober.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, so is it like a head injury thing, or?
I think, yeah, I've cracked my head open like twice in my life. So.
Okay.
Did you hear all of the things he said about himself earlier? How much of a nerd this kid is? He doesn't have anything to remember. He did the exact same shit yesterday.
You read any comic books this week, or what?
Nah, dude.
Any pillows?
Nothing even that exciting, man.
Okay.
Well,
you said you had some head trauma. Is that true?
Yeah, dude. I've cracked my head open twice. Once when I was a kid, and once was like a year ago at work.
A year ago at work? Take us through that.
Okay, I work at the online pickup center for Hy-Vee, so I was helping a car. I went out there to, I had to get her ID, so I was looking at the gun, and I was walking out to get her ID, and I didn't realize she had lifted her tailgate, and then it hung low, so I just walked full force right into it. I hit it, and
Oh, just like that, you kind of dropped, yeah.
Did they not do the square peg in a round hole thing in kindergarten,
spit
homeschool?
on it first. If you spit on it, there we go.
That's it.
All right.
Anyway, I dropped.
Hey,
to
we
my,
are back in real life. Hell yeah, how's it going?
I dropped to my knees with my hand on my head. And I was like, I'm gonna need a minute. And then when I came back up, I noticed my hand was covered in blood. I was like, okay, we're probably gonna go to the emergency room today then.
So you ran headfirst into a tailgate. Mm-hmm. How tall was the truck?
Well, it was like a hatchback. I misspoke.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Man, getting taken out by a hatchback, man. I bet she was a lesbian too, huh?
Oh, it was a woman, and she came back next week, and I think I could see the regret in her eyes.
It wasn't a Subaru, right?
No.
Okay, I was gonna have to take your man card if it was a Subaru. I'm just saying.
Yeah, I was never issued mine, so we're good on that.
That makes sense. Checks out.
I think they passed that out in gym class or something,
Yeah.
No, for gym class, I never liked working out. Believe it or not, I'm not a big athletic guy.
No.
But so what I would do to get an A in class is I would sweep the gym for an hour and a half every day.
Learning valuable life skills that he still does today in his job, so it works.
Well, you should see me with a mop, man. I clean up.
I bet.
Brent,
you got a mop on your head, so.
I do, yes. Thank you. Please, Brent, save me. No, as a first responder, Brent, what's some of the worst injuries you've seen?
Okay, we're going to talk about head injuries for a second? Yeah. I ran a call much similar to this guy who was very clumsy, but this guy was drunk. And he fell on his deck and had just put a new railing around the deck, and it was just regular 2x4s, so the sharp edge, and just hit it and fell down. And then when I got there, the fire department was holding a towel on his head, and they were like, he doesn't want to go to the hospital, but he needs to. And I was like, well, let me see it. And they took the towel off, and his face went like that. I was like 2 inches of skull right here. And I was like, oh, that's fine. Just take him in the bathroom and let him look in the mirror. And they literally walked him in there, and I heard a scream. And I was like, are we going? And he was like, yes! I was like, sweet, let's get out of here.
Well, see, it could have been like that, Tychus. That could have been rough.
Dude,
yeah.
I could not have a face anymore.
Yeah.
He looked like he had a stroke. His whole side was just drooped.
Oh, the old Greta Van Susteren, huh? Yeah, man. Man, if you know, you know. And if you don't, you're too young for my crowd.
So you were homeschooled, right? That's true?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm starting to, after seeing you, I'm kind of starting to regret homeschooling all 4 of my kids.
I've heard that.
Yeah, so.
They're going to regret it too. Don't worry.
I'm sure.
They'll make good comedians on a podcast in Omaha one day. It'll be good.
I mean, one of them already has been on, so, you know.
That's right. He's on the fast track to success.
You know how I know he was being honest about being homeschooled?
How?
When I was hosting the Backline mic, his mom was there.
You mean the dean of his school?
Which is impressive, to get the principal to leave and come to see a special event. That's impressive.
Come on, teach. I'm killing out here. Man, Tychus, is there anything you want to plug to these folks before I get you out of here?
Not right now. I'm just having a good time.
Man, let's hear it for Tychus coming out here, doing great.
Thank you, guys.
Man.
Thank you.
Good stuff. All right, on deck, we've got Dave Kilbride, but coming to stage right now, Carter Heights.
I saw a non-binary person in Hey Dudes the other day, which I thought was ironic. My only thought was, hey, dude, those aren't for you. Those are, hey, those don't fit your personality, dudes. Have you tried all birds? Those seem more inclusive, you know? Birds of a feather cocked together. But I did end up talking to them. They're very cool. They're kind of punk rocky, you know. And so they're like, yeah, I'm in a punk rock band actually, and my pronouns are we, zer. I'm sorry, that homeschool guy is just stuck in my head. I don't want any more homeschool kids. Sorry, guys, I'm on drugs. We smoke weed in here? We like smoking weed? I'm asking the 2 strangers in here. I know everybody else. Do you guys smoke weed? No, only. Yeah, I like smoking weed. It's cool, but I don't like using pens to smoke weed because every time you pass around a pen, everyone has the same stupid-ass question. They're like, oh, is this a button one or no button one? You've got to act like that's not a ridiculous question. Like, dude, there's 2 options. Try it both ways. You'll get high eventually. Now, no one cares if you smoke weed. Oregon decriminalized hard drugs, and Colombia just decriminalized cocaine, which is cool. I don't know if you get to keep a score, but it sounds like drugs are winning the war on drugs. Nixon's got to be mad as hell about that, right? Like, maybe inventing AIDS and crack at the same time wasn't the best idea. And that's my time.
Carter Heights, let's hear it for him. Well, do you have anything for this gentleman?
First of all, how dare you assault me with a Magnum condom?
Yeah, he's going to wear it as a beanie.
I'm trying to figure out if that was a bit or if he legitimately was so high he forgot it was in his hand when he pulled it out of his
No, he
pocket.
thought it was a Slim Jim. I saw you messing around with the box of condoms over there by the green room, which begs the question, have you been on any dates lately?
Not dates, no.
Not dates.
No, I've just been hanging out.
You've been hanging out with women?
Woman.
With woman. You've been hanging out with a woman?
Woman, yes.
I like how it's like the first time
this is being
heard it.
recorded. He's being very specific about this. This is a woman.
Yeah.
I've got a reputation, and I need it to stay strong.
Really? What kind of reputation do you have?
I bring girls to open mics, and I'd like to not bring guys.
Yeah, well, I wish you'd bring some women to my open mic every once in a while. That'd be fantastic. I like that your set started out about making fun of people's fashion because you look like a mugger and the mugger's victim.
Yeah, I didn't change clothes today.
That's good, yeah. Were you waiting in tall water before this?
No, I was meal prepping.
You were meal prepping?
You were wearing that yesterday too?
No. I guess I wore it to bed.
Yeah.
Really? Was there a woman there with you when you were wearing it?
That's a no.
There were
Just
balls.
look at that.
There were balls for sure.
Yeah.
I actually sleep with a teddy bear.
Do you?
This is a true story. I have a teddy bear. I brought him to college and everything. I've had him since 2nd grade.
Okay, well that's sick. I like that.
You can't live with me when we move to Allison, actually. No. That's some serial killer behavior.
Yeah, sure. He's got to have something to stab at night. You know?
What's your bear's name?
I used to call him Spider Bear because he had a Spider-Man costume from Build-A-Bear, but I lost it, so now he doesn't have a name.
So now he's just Naked Bear.
He's a naked bear.
Okay.
This is like a core memory bear.
Story?
What?
This is like a core memory bear, isn't it? Like this is that time I went to Build-A-Bear and got Spider Bear, and it's just like.
Yeah, it's the last gift my grandpa gave me before he fucking died.
Oh. Well, now I feel like shit, but thank you for that.
Well, follow-up question: was that in England?
No, I was in Budapest at that time.
Budapest. How many countries have you been to?
Been to?
No, hung out with. No, I don't.
Slept with.
I've lived in America, Budapest, and England, but I've been to Italy and France and other places that
Just
I
a
don't
world traveler over here.
Yeah. Okay, your passport's probably pretty heavy, huh?
It expired, but yeah.
Oh, it expired, huh? Did it go to any migrants or anything, or did you just hold on to it?
I hope so.
Okay.
I'm tired of mowing my lawn.
Yeah, well, I hear that. Okay. So what's the best advice your mother ever gave you?
She hasn't.
You're not giving me much to work with here, Carter.
She didn't give me much to work with either.
Okay.
What's the best advice your teddy bear ever gave you?
What?
What's the best advice your teddy bear ever gave you?
Don't care about what other people think about you.
I knew he talked to
All
him.
right, yeah.
All right. Do you masturbate with the bear in the bed, or does the bear sit on the floor?
join in.
I always find him post nut. So sometimes he's in the bed, sometimes he's in the
Sometimes he's
Yeah.
filled with nut.
Yeah. you call him Spider Bear because of all the webs, huh?
Yeah, sometimes he's the condom.
Have you ever brought him into a threesome? Like just perched, like doggy style, just put it on her back? Like,
Eat
Like the
that
Bear's
scruff.
the third, or he's watching me have a threesome.
Okay.
oh, no, Bear's involved.
Oh, he was in the bed in college, yeah. I was
Solid.
I was in a
Solid.
loft, so he had to stay up there, and so did we.
I want to see. I want to know what type of college girl comes to some dude's room, sees a teddy bear in the bed, and is still like, yeah, yeah, I'm into that. I got daddy issues too. You know,
Yeah.
this is gonna be great.
Yeah, you'd be amazed what they put up with. Yeah.
They're called freshmen.
in high school or what?
I sure hope it was college.
It was actually just older women. They were like, he's just like my son.
Yeah, she's a senior. Man, well, you got anything you want to plug to these folks before we get you out of here, Carter?
I'm doing a roast battle for KPAO, which I guess is a TV channel that I've never heard of, but
yeah, I was on that the other day, man.
I think we got just as many followers as them now. So
Really?
Probably. I don't know. Nobody knows them, right?
Well, yeah, they don't now. But
How many of you have seen KPAO? How many of you have seen Quik Draw?
Is that
there
true?
you go. We got more
Yeah,
followers.
That's right. We
That's
got a
scientific
crowd.
right there.
All right, Carter. Well, okay, catch him on the
Thank you, guys.
Roast Show, KPAO. Let's hear for Carter Heights, everybody. All right, on deck we have Austin Dulosky, but coming to the stage for his second Quik Draw set, Dave Kilbride.
I have a confession to make. I am the guy that is still catcalling women in the year 2024. I mean, I can't help it, man. Every time I see a beautiful woman walking down the street, I'm like, pss, 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 pss. Never works, man. 0 for 4,000. Got to keep trying, though. You guys ever notice that when you're drunk, you forget to take the pizza out, but when you're high, you forget to put the pizza in? Is that just me? Is that relatable? I cooked air for 25 minutes the other night. It's not delivery, it's a dumbass. Preheated the fuck out of that oven. Turns out I was the only one baked. Pretty sad, man. Just me and an empty oven. Wouldn't have made a great Nazi. Oh, this is a pizza joke crowd. All right. I got another pizza joke for you. See how this goes. So years ago, I was in a pizzeria in Council Bluffs, Iowa. So you could tell my life wasn't going well. And it was in a dangerous part of Council Bluffs. You guys may have heard of it. It's called Council Bluffs. And it took forever for us to get our food, but we noticed the table behind us, they left a couple of slices. So we decided to grab those to hold us over. And then they came back from their smoke break. When you leave 50% of a pizza, it's pretty obvious some of it's missing when you get back. Whoops. How embarrassing. My uncle just received a plaque at his work. 51 years working for the same company, 51 years. That's crazy, right? It also happened to be his 54th birthday because he builds shoes for Nike. For those of you bad at math, that's a child labor joke. He sent his love from Malaysia. Fun fact about me, the internet is the only thing that makes it harder to come when it goes down on me. And boom, there we go.
Dave Kilbride.
Thank you, folks.
Man, let's hear for him, huh? He came all the way from Des Moines, Iowa to be here.
From the exciting town of Des Moines, Iowa. Yes, sir. How you folks doing?
I'm good. Hey, I like your shirt, man. I actually had that pattern as my bed sheets growing up.
Yeah, fuck yeah, that's
For
why
sure.
I got it. I had the
Yeah.
same thing. Yeah, it's this woman came up to me at a restaurant. She's like, I really like your shirt. And I was like, yeah, it's made after the bed sheets I had when I was a child. And I was like, you want to know what my bed sheets look like now? And it didn't work, unfortunately. I tried to turn it into a pickup line, but
It's
I
the
failed.
same pattern still for him, I'm sure.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the chain to the wall is new, but the pattern's the same.
Yeah, Dave, I gotta say that first bit you did about putting the pizza in and taking it out. Today,
It's an evergreen
I
joke.
was sober this afternoon and I put a bunch of hash browns in the oven at 425, and then I got really high, and I took them out an hour and 15 minutes later. So
made some.
I appreciate a relatable joke, you know.
Yeah, they were just hash marks at that point. Yeah,
that happens. It happens.
They were brown. They were hash blacks. That's what they were. They were a different color.
Good stuff. Man, I'll tell you what, David wins a Slim Jim just for that, man.
Yeah.
Man,
I'll take that.
Dave. So
Nice
how long have you been doing stand-up, Dave?
It'll be 5 years on the 5th of May, so it's coming up close.
Sick,
Not
dude.
that I remember exact dates or anything.
Yeah.
It's 3 days later. It's the 8th. You can actually go to my YouTube channel, Quik Draw Comedy, and watch my first ever set on there. I'm not gonna fucking do it, but you guys can if you want. Yeah, I didn't walk up and tell people it was my first time doing comedy. I let my jokes do the talking. It was obvious. It was not good. I developed to be the one-liner guy. I was trying to bits and whatnot, and it was not going well at first. But jokes work.
Oh yeah, jokes do work.
You know, if you have to have 85 jokes for a 20-minute set, it's no big deal, guys. It's just out there, just every 7 seconds laying another one out.
We did a show together not long ago where you had a 20-minute set, and Dave walked over to me. He goes, "Want to see my set list?" He pulls up his phone. He's just started going,
"Scroll,
scroll." Jesus Christ!
Hear ye! I have a jokes aplenty. Scroll.
The decree. Yeah.
I average like 3 jokes a minute, man. I'm out there like laying bricks. Like, here's another one. Here's another one. People come in with like a 5-minute bit, and I imagine they're like. It's like a pre-framed wall. They lift it up. You can see where the windows are, the door, and whatnot. I'm just out there like, joke. You want another joke? Have another joke. But I calculated my LPMs for my submission tape that I have now. Not to be a nerd or anything, but I'm at 6 laughs per minute. That's not bad.
There we go.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good
right there.
You know what? Like at first, when you walk up, you look cool with the glasses. You got the turtle shirt. And then you're like, I remember all these dates, and I know all this math. I'm like, now it's just autistic, I think.
Oh,
is what
that is all it is.
This man knows his way around a train set. Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. I just saw a train set today at the Lauritsen Gardens. Good times. The buildings aren't out yet. If you want to see all the buildings for that train set, it's not out yet.
Yeah.
That seems like information an autistic guy would know. Hey, here's some information for you folks. That place is amazing. By the way, they have Legos set up everywhere that are in the shape of dinosaurs. The T-Rex there was 4,800 pounds of Lego.
Wow.
That's another autistic facts with Dave Kilbride.
Hey,
I like red cars. I rock a lot.
Can you do a podcast? I would sit and listen to Dave Kilbride talk about dinosaurs.
I mean, I could definitely do that for sure. I've always wanted to know what my podcast idea would be. Maybe that is it right there. Maybe I just hyper-focus
Dave does
on
dinosaurs?
Yeah. That's
Dave does. I think that's a different channel, actually.
That's a difficult 69 there, I tell you that.
So this is a podcast, right? So he is currently doing a podcast talking about trains and dinosaurs right now.
I am taking this shit over. I could go live from my face if I wanted with these dumb, stupid glasses.
Yeah, no, and I mean, I don't know if I could tell the people about the glasses.
Yeah.
Is that confidential?
No,
so,
for sure.
Dave, these are actual glasses that film Spy-like
They're all
from the
being
glasses.
recorded.
Yeah, so there's another camera on the stage now, courtesy of Dave Kilbride.
Yeah. So one important fact about these Meta Ray-Ban glasses. If a creep like me is looking at you and this light is blinking, only ignore it if you see it out of your window. Just,
That
nothing
could be...
to see. But in public, you might want to say something to that guy. But if you just see it casually blinking in your kitchen window, ignore it. We're good. We're good, right? But yeah, these are the anti-creep light. Like if you cover it, it'll yell at you that it's covered, that sensor's covered.
So when you see like
They got speakers
nerds
in
that
here,
have
too.
tape over their glasses, is that just because they're not recording?
Actually, until they're hacked, they can't do it. It'll say sensor blocked. It will straight up stop recording if I cover that up right now.
Hey, that makes
But
sense.
it's going to be hacked in 2 weeks. Anything like that's going to be jailbroken and all kinds of shit. So
Yeah, you're going to be watching porn in one lens and doing a set in the other.
hell yeah, that'd be great.
Somebody's going to hack into your glasses and just start talking to you. You're going to think you have fucking ghosts in your head or something.
What sucks is if I go live on Instagram, these things have speakers that go right to your ear holes. Like I can listen to music and like they'd have no idea. But when I'm live on Instagram, I'm trying to do jokes, and all my glasses are like, so-and-so has joined the stream. So-and-so has joined the stream. I'm just like, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to do comedy here. Good Lord. But I think I fixed it. I think I found the setting to mute that nonsense. I went live from the back line for a 20-minute set last night. That was fun.
Oh, really?
Whole 3 views? Yeah. Making waves, fellas. Watch out. Oh, boy. Dave,
You're killing it, Dave. You got anything you want to let these folks know before I get you out of here?
I got signed for 6 dates yesterday. That's cool, but they're way in the summertime. I'm at the Stoner Theater next weekend in Des Moines, which is in the Civic Center. It's a very cool stage. It's kind of like a pinnacle venue in my town, I would say, so that's pretty fucking cool. Shout out to Ethan Abramson for putting me on that.
Yeah, Ethan.
That beautiful denim bastard. Love that man. But no, Kilbride Comedy on all the social medias, TikTok, Instagram. Kilbride has 1 L. It's K-I-L, bride. I didn't murder my wife. It's a Gaelic prefix. Although just look at most of the posters for shows I'm on. There's an extra L in there, absolutely free. They love to throw that one in. But yeah, Kilbride Comedy, that's it. Thank you for having me, fellas.
All right, have a good night, Dave.
I'm driving back to Des Moines. Y'all
Yes,
have a
sir.
safe drive next time you drive, too.
Hell yeah, man. That's what I love to see. Folks from out of town coming in and killing. That's what this show's about, man. We own Sunday night, damn it.
Dave's awesome.
Dave is solid. So you've known him for a bit?
Yeah, I've known Dave. I think I met Dave right when I moved to Omaha. So almost 3 years now.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's always solid, professional, solid, good hang.
Yeah, and he's got
Like that
jokes, which is always nice.
Oh, and so many, so many jokes.
All right, so, man, let's hear it for our ace bartender, Robbie, and Emma on the other side of that wall, huh? Man, tip them graciously. They're absolutely the best. We love them. All right, so on deck we have karaoke with Summer, but coming to stage right now, make it loud for Austin Dulaski.
So I started dating this girl that told me we didn't need to worry about condoms or anything because this lump in her arm meant that she had birth control. Never heard of it, but I believed her. Like, the old toaster strudel toaster strudel do a Twinkie upgrade. But then my friend got this like bump in their leg, and it kind of confused me because he's gay. So I didn't really understand why he would have that. But then after going to the doctor, turns out it was just syphilis, and it really made me question my earlier choices. It's okay. Little antibiotics, that's all it took. So I'm a millennial, which just means I'm getting to that age where certain vape flavors give me heartburn. And like I'm a big metalhead too, and it's kind of weird not being the youngest generation at shows anymore. Like I used to be almost 3 bills, lifting weights every day, force of nature in the pit. I was like a brick wall. Now I weigh about the same and haven't been to the gym in years, which just makes me more of like a fun house wall on the edge of the pit. They're all bouncing off. Oh, how much time? Tried to take a picture of the last full moon and realized it's a lot like trying to take a dick pic. Except after I send it to someone, I just got to follow up with, I swear it looks bigger in person. I think there's a big difference between being high at your job versus being high at your career. Like if I'm stoned out of my gourd, I'll probably build you the best damn sandwich you've ever had. But if I'm equally as high building your apartment building, it's going to be a lot harder to fix if it gets burnt. All right, that's what I'll do today.
Let's hear for Austin Dulaski, man. How's it going?
It's going swell.
Going swell?
Oh, yeah.
Austin, how old are you?
28.
And you're getting to the age now that vape gives you heartburn. That's a little early, buddy. You should probably get that checked.
You know, it's also a joke.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, it's not every vape. It's certain flavors.
Well, a lot of jokes are funny, you know, it always ends with the laugh.
If people would have laughed, I would have known it was a joke. I'm sorry.
There was
Apologies.
There's like one person who hadn't heard it before that chuckled.
Well, yeah, I always like you blaming the crowd. That's always a fun one for me. But so what's something interesting that's happened in the last week with you?
Dude, I didn't do shit this week.
You didn't do shit.
I watched like the best bomb I've seen on Monday.
The best bomb?
Yeah.
Like Oppenheimer or what? What was it?
Comedy bomb, you know.
Oh, comedy bomb.
Yeah, couldn't see the Oppenheimer in IRL, but that'd probably be
Yeah.
at least top 2.
So you saw someone bomb real hard last Monday.
Yeah, that was good.
Well, that's fun.
You know, go to an open mic without a normal crowd. and there's like 20 people there that don't normally show up.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, what are all these people for? Oh, this, the natural guy that goes up with no material. I'm just gonna wing it because that's where real comedy is.
Oh yeah, yeah. So he was drunk.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, a lot of people think that if you get drunk enough, you'll be better at stand-up, and that's just not how it works.
The best part were his friends that laughed at us and then booed him off stage.
Yeah, that's always fun. Did you do your joke about vaping there?
I did.
Did it get laughter?
It did.
Hey, that's good, man.
Yeah,
I like it.
Whole crowd.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay, first of all, you saying whole crowd makes it seem like maybe nobody laughed now. First of all, like I was with you until you were like a whole crowd, and I was like,
literally crushed.
But yeah, I may be elevated right now, is how I'll say this. But you did your first bit about the birth control in the arm, and I used to be a paramedic, and so my head went, oh, that wasn't birth control, it was just cancer. And fuck that lady for tricking you into a baby when she has cancer. Now you got to pay those bills. That wasn't very nice.
What
of
is
her
she,
at all.
Jenny from Forrest Gump? That's crazy, dude. Another question I had. Thank you for bringing that up, Brent. You said that you also felt a lump in your gay friend's arm.
I didn't feel it. He just told me that he had one.
Oh, okay. So was that also a joke?
No, that one happened.
Okay, that one happened. All right.
But people laughed at that one.
Yeah.
Shit, dude, that's a good point.
Yeah. You got your jokes reversed.
I guess.
Yeah, everybody was like, that's hilarious. That gay dude got cancer. That's
That old leg cancer taking the best of us.
Sure, it'll get you, man. It gets the best. Well, I mean, all of that aside. So, do you have anything exciting going on in this next week that you could plug to these folks?
Not next week. Well, when's this gonna post? Like 2 weeks?
Oh, let's just talk about right now.
I got a show May 3rd.
May 3rd. Hey,
Might
what are you
actually be
doing on
able
May
to promote
3rd?
that. Into the Fire at Blackstone Theater.
Oh, Richie Belgrave.
What was that?
Richie Belgrave.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's him. He's the host.
He is the host.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Great guy.
All right, May 3rd. Make sure you see him at Into the Fire at Blackstone Theater, everybody. Let's hear it for Austin Dalusky.
Dude, I was just on that Into the Fire show, and Richie hosted, Ethan Abramson was on it, Taryn, me, and Ben, and it's very seldom that Ben Weber and I get to feel like the thin ones on a show. That was fucking incredible.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it turns out Omaha fat is just skinny for the rest of the world, man. It's crazy. Folks here, they're different, but I like it. Man, so on deck we have Tate Myers, but come to stage right now. The next man you're about to see is not a comedian, but is one of the funniest human beings I have ever met. Over a lifetime, he has memorized thousands of songs and is slowly learning how to sing. You're about to hear a verse from a 1991 hit country song. Then you will have 1 minute to name the artist and the title of the song. Please join me in welcoming Karaoke with Summer.
We'll try to update it a little bit for you guys. Okay, you ready? Here's a glass of Chablis and some quarters and change. Maybe she can turn your love life around. Then she won't need the salt or lime anymore to shoot that old memory down.
1 minute on the clock, please. Well, Summer, would you care to tell us the first time you heard this song and how it impacted you?
No, we can do that later after they have a guest, because I've got a story for you, but then it blows the song.
Okay, all right. Well, that's good. I guess we'll just sit here in silence for 39 seconds.
Hey, I can tell you about the first time I heard this song. It was
please.
this afternoon, and I put it on this PowerPoint thing. That was it.
That's exciting.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's a constant.
It's not funny, but it's what happened. I got more laughs than Austin's vape joke. Just pointing that out.
My mom is disappointed in me because I know this song, and once you tell me the artist, I'm going to be very upset.
Well, you
I was
sing
raised
the
on this
verse
shit.
one more time for us, Summer, before the time's up.
Here's a glass of Chablis and some quarters and change. Maybe you can turn her love life around. Then she won't need the salt or lime anymore to shoot that old memory down.
All right, name that song. Any guesses? Yeah, there's a Slim Jim on the line, people, and a Magnum condom, courtesy of Carter Heights.
You might want to check it for holes.
Yeah. All right, play that song, Clem.
Yeah, I knew a song.
Summer, you stumped him again, you magnificent bastard.
Start thinking about him, then she's ready to fight. Blames her broken heart on every man inside. On a straight tequila night.
Man, Summer, you stumped him again,
Well,
buddy.
yeah, I thought we'd go country. I've been going all these rock and roll songs.
Well, you notice how they kind of thought they knew it, so we're
Yeah,
getting closer.
We're getting closer.
I think Firework by Katy Perry should be next week's song, man.
They were close, and we'll still have a cigar.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to get turnt, as the kids are saying. Well, Summer, will you tell us about the first time you heard this song and how it impacted you?
Well, I heard this song. I used to go to this bar in Little Rock. I'm sure you're familiar with it. It's called Midtown Billiards. Believe me, if you ever go to Little Rock and you don't get drunk at Midtown, you ain't shit.
Hey, that's the place that puts the Slim Jims in the Bloody Marys, right?
The Bloody
Yeah,
Marys.
world famous.
Yeah,
Yep.
we get all our Slim Jims from their Bloody Marys, actually.
So the bartender there was a bartender there, a male bartender there, and his wife would come in, and she'd drink beer and stuff, and everything was okay. But when she started on Jim Beam, oops. It wasn't tequila, but it was.
What kind of things would she do?
Then she'd start talking trash to her husband across the bar.
Her husband, the bartender.
The
Okay.
bartender, and yet they stayed married. So
Well, what kind of trash talk would she engage in?
Do you really want to know?
Well, yeah.
Okay. You want some snacks when you get home? You're not getting shit.
Oh, man, a woman after my own heart.
Yeah,
man.
that kind of gal. and this gal was an RN medical person. And she was real good at it, but not with Jim Beam. I don't suggest that.
Yeah, you don't want your nurses on Jim Beam. That's never good.
Yeah, so it wasn't straight tequila, but yeah, it was Jim Beam.
Yeah, well, that was quite a ruse on your part. I asked you the first time you heard that song, and you told me a whole different story.
Yeah, and then shortly
You tricked me.
thereafter, I heard that song.
Yes, well,
then
karaoke with Summer. You see what I go
Yeah,
through here.
and I was like, oh, that's about so-and-so.
Well, Summer, I mean, honestly, you stumped him again. I thought they were going to get this one, but
I did too.
But I think your singing is improving quite a bit. Yeah, let's hear for Summer's singing lessons, everybody. I mean, this guy, he's going to have his own career before long. He's not going to need me at all.
American Idol, here I come.
Just tell them you're trans, and they'll let you in. Yeah. Man, anything exciting to you happen within the last 7 days, Summer?
Oh, exciting. I was at work last night. I hadn't even had a chance to tell you this, and it was after 4, and I think I fell asleep at work for about 10 minutes.
Aren't you the door guy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Luckily, this was after no customers came in at 4. Who wants to pay $20 for an hour?
Yeah. And where is this you work at again, Summer?
The Iowa Playhouse in Council Bluffs. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Totally nude is not the way to total money, I'll tell you that.
Yeah. Man, so what exciting? So you took a nap. That was the most exciting
I
thing?
took a nap, and then when I woke up, you know what Bob says to me? He goes, I think that other job is tiring you out. I'm like, no shit.
So you got fired this weekend. Is that the exciting news?
I did not get fired.
Well, that's great. Let's hear it for Summer keeping both of his jobs and coming up and singing karaoke for us. Man, anything you want to let these folks know before I get you out of here?
You know, Nebraska is a great kite flying place. Just thought I'd throw that in there. I never see any kites here, but the wind is like, oh, shit. Yeah.
Hey, that's very profound. I appreciate it, man.
Okay, take care.
Let's hear it for karaoke with Summer. The Redwood Wizard has spoken. All right, so on deck we have our final comic, Rashod Vaughn, but coming stage right now, Tate Myers.
Thank you. I did just find out some terrible news recently. I was scrolling online and I saw an article and it was talking about how your kinks are likely hereditary, which is pretty bad for two reasons. Because on the one hand, I just found out that my dad is into cock and ball torture. But on the other hand, my parents have been married for like 35 years, so my mom is also into cock and ball torture. It's been a pretty rough couple days at the house, let me tell you. I do think it would be funny, like knowing that kinks might be hereditary, it'd be funny to talk about them like we do other medical issues, you know, like bad eyesight or crooked teeth, like things that get passed down in the family. You know, that way when you're talking to your girlfriend or whatever, and she's like, let me get this straight. You want me to peg you? You can be like, I know it's weird, but I get it from my dad, so there's nothing I can do. It's out of my hands, you know? I think like the worst like hereditary kink situation to have would be like if you were like say a grandma and you were hosting all the cousins over for like a Christmas sleepover, but like in the back of your mind you also know that you passed down your love of group sex to the whole family, you know? That'd be uncomfortable, dude. You have like the 12-year-old coming up and asking you like, Grandma, how come all the doors locked from the outside? And you're like, I hope to God you never find out, you know? Fuck. 30 seconds. 2 minutes is fun. I like this. I'm going to bail out of that joke and try one 20-second joke. All right. I just found out, I didn't just find out, but my wife and I are having a baby this summer. And don't clap, I have a time frame here. And it's cool because when you see your wife change, you know, physically, emotionally, and all that, and what they don't tell you is that as a man, you change too, but it's abrupt. Like, I got out of the shower the other day, and I have dad balls now. No one told you how quick that happens. I was like, is that a turkey's face with an afro? Oh, all right.
All right, let's hear for Tate Myers, everybody.
I was too busy fucking around talking about the time. I could have had 2 seconds if I just would have shut up for 2 seconds.
Oh, it's all good, man. You came in, you stood and delivered twice, man. Let's hear for Tate making his debut at Quik Draw. Huh?
Thank you.
I'm just glad somebody got to 205. I love hearing a gunshot. We haven't heard it enough tonight. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they're all real gun shy around here, man.
Hey.
Man, so you just had a baby?
We're having a baby this summer.
You're having a baby this summer. Congratulations.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Brent, as a father of two now, do you have any advice to give to this new father?
Smoke way more weed. So much more. Everything's so much more enjoyable.
I bet it.
Dude,
it probably
watching
creeps you
Coco
out,
Melon
though, right?
high as fuck. Let's go.
Do you smoke weed?
Sometimes. Not, of course, when I'm working at my employer. I don't do that.
Oh, yes.
But I have had experience with marijuana in the past, yes.
You have experienced marijuana in the past? Okay, what's one of your favorite things to do when you get just stoned and you don't have anything to do that day?
Dude, it's not even funny. I like to wash the dishes.
Okay.
You know? I'll sit there, I'm getting it clean, you know? I'm like, fuck, this kitchen's gonna be so clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that is a lot of fun. I like to do drugs and clean my house too. I do different drugs, but the house, it gets clean.
You don't normally think of like doing weed and then cleaning the house. That's mainly an Adderall thing, you know?
Yeah, that is an Adderall thing. Is it a sativa you're smoking?
I have no idea. My friend grew it, so.
Your friend grew it. Okay.
Yeah, that's how I got it. So.
Okay.
Allegedly, since we're recording, right?
Yeah,
yes. In a state where it is legal to grow. Not Nebraska.
Yeah, don't worry. Not enough people watch this that anybody's getting swatted. You know.
That's good. That's good.
What do you do for a job?
Sit at a computer. It's fucking cool.
You say stare at the computer?
Well, yeah, actually, I sit at it. But
what did you say?
I sit at a computer.
Oh, sit at a computer. Okay.
But you could also say I stare at the computer.
Okay.
But you got like a real adult job. See, now it makes more sense. You know what I mean? Like, most comics are like, I don't want to lose my fucking
McDonald's
McDonald's
I got
job.
a salary. That's what I have.
Okay, so you
around too much.
you stare at a computer. Drone operator.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fun.
I'm in the military. I drop bombs on kids.
Well, you know, it's big this time of year. So
it's really good in Yemen right now.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Joe's not. Well, Joe is here, actually, but we're not going to be hearing too much about genocide on this program. That'll be next week with our guest, our very special guest. let's see here. So you can't really divulge what you do? Or can
I
you?
work at a trucking company.
You work at a trucking company?
Yeah,
What do you do there?
I load plan. So I have the trucks, and then I say, here you go, and then they continue on their way.
Do you know Taryn?
Yeah.
Do you guys do the same thing?
I don't know her. I know the name. I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, she also...
Same employer, actually.
Okay, so that's the answer I was looking for, yeah. Wait, was that a joke too?
No.
Okay, good. I'm kind of traumatized after what's been happening on this show. But so you work at the same place as Taryn?
Yeah, I think so.
That is so cool. Do you guys ever like swap computer screens or anything?
I don't know her, so I.
Oh.
Yeah.
Did you start as a lot lizard too?
I just know who she is.
Yeah.
What's up?
Did you start as a lot lizard too and work your way up?
He was he was second window washer, and then he moved up to screen watcher.
Although I could pass as a lot lizard.
You could.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you look like a very...
I take this off. I'm kind of big, a little hairy.
Yeah. Did you ever work
They'll
out?
fuck anything, dude.
So you're saying it like it's from experience?
I mean, yeah, probably. I don't know.
It's a lot of real sneaky, covert type answers I'm getting tonight. I'm not the CIA. You don't have to worry about me getting you.
That's good. Okay. I'm glad.
Yeah.
What else you got?
What exciting thing has happened in the last 7 days with you?
7 days, not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot?
I just moved to town 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, where'd you move from?
From Virginia.
Virginia,
Yeah,
okay.
Basically Charlottesville.
Okay, so they,
With
yeah.
the tikis and all that, those guys.
Yeah, that's a crowd that knows how to rally.
Hell
huh?
yeah, man.
Man, so how long were you doing stand-up in Virginia?
2 years.
2 years? So you've been doing stand-up 2 years?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude, 2 years. That's sick.
Pretty fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything for our...
I don't have anything for him, but what the hell is your phone here? Do you have a burner phone in front of you? I just noticed this.
This is for my job that I have. I'm on call right now, and at any moment somebody might call that their apartment's on fire or something. I have to go put it out.
You know what's crazy? I'm actually on call right now also, and yeah, we're gonna be screwed if we get like a bad problem going on. So,
dude, if you and I died right here, like half of the country would go down.
potentially.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, cool.
So, what's something you do outside of stand-up that you enjoy?
Well, like when in Virginia, I was really into hiking.
Okay.
I hike a couple times a week. A lot of fun. Not a lot of that here. But
No.
had to find
You don't have the
something.
body of a hiker.
I know.
You don't give off like I hike vibes. That's awesome.
Yeah,
I give off like I drink a lot of beer and then like to go outside vibes.
You look like I hit my wife on the weekends when the Browns lose vibes.
Yeah, the most working out he does is lifting a bottle to throw it at somebody. Yeah.
you look more like the guy who finds the dead body while you're hiking, but not the hiker. Just saying.
At least you're not the dead body. That's a
That's
plus.
true. Or I didn't put the dead body there. That's probably the most important.
Allegedly.
That is
Allegedly,
important.
I didn't.
Yeah, a lot of crimes get confessed to on this show. It's always nice. Man, is there anything you want to let these folks know about before I get you out of here?
I don't think so, man. I got nothing going on.
Man, well, we'll talk after. We'll have a good time. Man, let's hear it from Mr. Tate Myers, man. Tate Myers, everybody. Now, listen. This is our last comic of the night. I need all your love, all your energy. I need it given right now to Rashod Vaughn.
Hi, I'm back, guys. I remember one time I did try to smoke vape. You know what I mean? Peer pressure is a motherfucker because, you know, I was trying to get with this girl, you know, a white girl. A white girl will do it to you, you know. And I was trying to get with her, and then she was like, hey, you know, you want to try to vape? I was like, yeah, sure. Try to vape. I was like, and I couldn't breathe. I almost passed out. I'm like, oh, shit. I'm like, damn, no wonder I don't smoke weed. Wow. Whew. Yeah, I almost passed out. But, man, I should have learned a lesson when I was younger, but you tend to repeat the same lessons that you did when you was younger. In that, don't try to impress a girl. Always be yourself, true to who you are. So, and I just wanted some, you know, pussy would do that to you. You just wanted some pussy, and everybody got the drug of choice. My drug of choice is pussy, so that is my damn drug of choice. Thank you, Joe. Yes, thank you, Joe. Yeah, all you gay fucks in here. So, I'm starting to think I am the Bill Cosby of this generation of comics. Let me explain. Because every time I be on stage, motherfuckers be sleeping on me. So you know what I just say fuck them. And I'm gonna keep fucking you guys up with laughter, whether you think I'm funny or not, you know, but get used to the name, Rashod, with an O, not with an A, or O's that stand for Omaha, and an A that stand for you assholes. So get used to the name and get used to this face. So yeah, I will be here forever and ever. I'm like Wu-Tang, I will live forever and ever and ever and ever. Thank you. And no thank you. So, all right, I'm ready for the interview. Thank you.
Rashod Vaughn, everybody. Going on forever and ever and ever. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, I'm doing well. How you guys doing?
Man, I'm good.
Rashod,
Oh, Lord.
you said pussy is your favorite drug. But you have also said you don't eat pussy.
Just set it on fire.
And so now I need to
know.
know how do you get high without eating it?
He smokes it.
I almost did it to the girl that I dated recently. I almost ate her out because we was dating. So yeah, almost. But she's like and then she want me to
Wait, what?
She want me to stick it in her. So
What, your penis?
yeah, stick my dick in her. Yeah,
Did you?
I did. Yeah.
Man, let's hear it for interracial sex,
Let's
everybody.
go.
I did. Yeah, I did. I was gonna stick my tongue and eat it, but she was like, no.
She didn't want you to do it.
Yeah, she didn't want me to do it. That would have been my first time. So
Question, was she a lesbian?
I guess so. Maybe. Maybe.
No, that's my fault. That was a stupid question.
Maybe. Who knows?
So you're down there. How close do you get to the vagina? And what is your posture when she says, no, Rashod, just stick it in me?
I mean, it was just the moment, spirit of the moment. You know, your hormones take over, so.
I feel like I'm your parent and you're trying to like get out of me grounding you for having sex with a woman. I'm not trying to get, you're not in trouble, Rashod. I just want to know what happened.
Spur of the moment, I was trying to, we got to the house and we got right to it and I was about to go down in and she was like, and then that's when I stuck it in there, so that's what happened, so.
Brent, have you ever experienced anything like this? A woman turning
I've
down?
been told a lot.
Wow, you guys should do a podcast. You guys do look like, Rashod looks like you on dark mode, I think.
Damn.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Just another Microsoft product.
Godly.
No, you guys.
He is an attractive man. You're right.
He is.
You're right.
He used to make fun of himself for being ugly. I'm like, you're like an open mic 9, dude. I mean, I'm fucking, yeah, I got missing teeth and shit, dude. Come on. Rashod's got his hair's always lined up. You know, he's always got his goatee trimmed for conolingus, it would seem, but she wasn't into that.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you, did you pull this move where you call up her best friend and see if she wants it?
No, not this time. Not this time.
Not this time.
Yeah. Not yet. Yeah, not yet. Thank you, Summer. Thank you.
Well, now, Rashod, are you someone who enjoys fellatio?
Yeah, when women give it, when women give it to me, yeah.
So did you receive that on that date? So she just didn't want you to go down on her, but everything else was on the table.
Yeah.
Well, she sounds like a winner to me, man. You ought to bring her around the show more often.
Well, she's a different city, a different town, doing whatever the hell she's doing.
She goes to a different school.
town?
Yeah. Well, not to put her business out, but she's let's just say that she's an addict. So.
An addict?
Drug addict. Not to put her business out. But.
Where'd you meet her? At a meeting? What?
No, I met her at my last job.
Which was stalking. You were night stalking, right?
Yeah, that's when I met her.
Yeah.
Like stalking, like following behind her while she was...
No.
He had some glasses that recorded her, and he'd stand behind her and look through the window.
Someday we're going to have footage of a serial killer with those glasses. We're going to be able to see that live.
Just blinking through the night, yeah. That would be a good podcast. A serial killer right before he kills somebody, and he's like, yeah, I'm watching him. And you get to know the guest.
You know that women would clamor for that, right? Like,
yeah.
In, like, true crime that's actively happening.
Yeah. Yeah, live stream crime. Yeah, they would love that. Well,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah,
There are
that's-
not a lot of good black serial killers. Why do you think that is, Rashod?
Well, we too busy killing each other, so that's why.
Oh, I wasn't gonna go there. I was just like, that's just another job white men are just taking over.
Yeah.
Need some diversity in
Yeah.
this bitch. Let's
Yeah.
go. You know.
I mean, we doing a white man's job. It's all design. Yeah.
I'd even take like a gay white man, like being that crime, like criminal. You know what I mean? Like anything other. Can we just get a non-cis white man to commit crimes for a little bit?
It would be nice if somebody else would take on that mantle.
Yeah,
But it's like,
yeah.
hey, there's a
Take
job
the
to be done.
baton and run, please.
Yeah, run into that school. But yeah. So you went on a date with this girl. Are you guys going steady, or is this just a fling?
No, we been over.
You've been over?
Yeah.
Since when?
That was like a year ago.
Wait, what's this timeline here? I feel like I'm Inception right now. You said I thought this was like from last week or something.
No, that was a different girl. This girl was last year.
Okay, well, I'm a dickhead.
Yeah.
Did she also go to a different
busy,
school?
bro. Rashod got bitches, bro.
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
Rashad's just getting his head game turned down all over town, bro. It's like, no. That is odd to me. I have had it happen before, but I just assumed that she had like low self-esteem or something. It's just-
Probably, yeah, she was a bigger girl. So
was she a mother?
yeah, well, yeah.
Okay.
Not a good one.
Here, we could do it in my kid's bed. Yeah. The dad's watching him this week.
Yeah, she
Oh,
was.
man.
Yeah,
Well, that's fun. So, how's your job been going, Rashod?
we're going great. Going great.
Yeah. Got anything real exciting to tell us on the last set of the night?
Shoot, mixtape coming. Be on the lookout for
Hell
that.
yeah, Rashad's
Just my
mixtape.
thoughts.
Yeah, it's dropping. Clem's working very hard on it. From what I've heard, he's gotten through 35 more seconds of it. So
I
that's
actually got the whole thing done, but he didn't like it, so I'm redoing it. That's not true at all. That's not true at all.
It's not true.
I
It's
did
not
get.
true.
I got the first pass done. There's some changes, but
we're actually
Yeah.
dubbing it all in Spanish.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anybody know what the word for respirations is in Spanish? Just, no.
Peligro, ayuda.
Nice.
Yeah, there we go. Our Spanish translator. Who needs Google Translate when you've got summer wind?
Yeah.
That's good, man. So, what do you think about the eclipse that's happening tomorrow?
Like, what do you mean? Like, I didn't hear you.
I guess they haven't been covering that on Black Twitter much or something, man. The eclipse tomorrow.
The eclipse. I don't give a. I don't give a fuck.
You're just trying to find some white bitches to eat out.
'Cause I'll be riding around in
Yeah.
my Mitsubishi Eclipse
Like-
picking up bitches
like
is what
you
I'm
said-
doing tomorrow.
Like you said, Brent Bradley's this dark mode version of me. So that, like you said earlier, so.
Well, do you know about the eclipse?
I didn't hear what he
You
just
said-
said.
He said that you were the white version of him.
The dark mode version.
Well,
of
yeah, he's light mode.
Wait a minute, you don't know about an event that makes the whole world dark?
Yeah.
I feel like that
I
would
mean,
be.
I don't really care. So.
Okay, well, fair enough. Rashod doesn't care about the eclipse.
My daughter gets to go see the eclipse because she's going to be in the path of whatever the fuck it is, elimination or damnation, dark.
She's
I
gonna
don't
be in the
know.
trench. Yeah. Well, Rashod, we'll see what happens tomorrow. Yeah, I mean that's. I was really hoping for something there, but that's.
I can't wait to see the eclipse tomorrow. You happy?
You heard it here first.
That's. It should have been.
Exactly.
We might all be getting a real long
Yeah,
holiday.
maybe I'll care if it would be a pay holiday. So.
Man, you got anything coming up this next week to plug these folks before I get you out of here?
Well, next Friday I will be at the Quik Draw backline.
That's right, ladies and
next
gentlemen. This Friday, we are doing Quik Draw at Backline Comedy. We got our 5 picked. It's going to be an absolute incredible showcase.
Great time. Come out.
Comics
Come
get
out.
in free.
Yes.
And also, let's hear it for Rashod real quick, everybody. Rashod Vaughn, man. So on this show, if you're a comic, I've told Dylan you get in free, and we're doing a raffle system that night. Come to me if you're a comic, and if you brought any paying people, we'll give you a raffle ticket for as many paying people as you bring in. Then at the end of the night, we're pulling one that'll do a 2-minute set and an interview at the very end. So that's gonna be a lot of fun. Get tickets to that. Let's see here. I guess it's time to wrap this thing up, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, let's hear it for my amazing guest, Brent Bradley, everybody, at Brain Fog Comedy. Follow him, absolutely leading the charge.
And of course, my fantastic co-host, Clem Jameson.
He's okay.
This has been Quik Draw Comedy. Thank you for starting the week right with us. Have a good night.